Good morning and welcome to Tennessee Valley This Morning. I'm Kay Free, your host for today, and my co-host is Chris Free, and welcome everyone this morning.
Good morning, yes. It's a great morning this morning.
It is.
Morning, yes.
A little bit cool.
A little cooler out there. Got my sweater on today.
I know. Yes. I think fall has finally come through, and it is cold. I got in the car this morning. My windows were a little fogged up, and it was cold.
It's a lot much cooler.
And when you got in my car this afternoon?
It's warm.
It was warm because I had the heater on, right?
That's right. That's right.
It's one of those switch back and forth times right now. But I'm glad I could have this type of weather the year round. 12 months out of the year, I could have it.
It's beautiful.
I know. Well, let me introduce today and tell you who that I'm going to have on my show. And do not turn your dial. I want you to stay listened. It's going to be most entertaining and most enjoyable for you. I hope you're going to learn something. And we have Candace Natola, and she is the team leader for Keller Williams Realty in Cleveland. And we're going to talk about real estate in general, not Keller Williams, but in general. We're going to talk about new things and old things and what we have to look forward to and so forth in real estate. So if you're interested in buying or selling, you want to stay tuned and listen to that. And also we have Pat Carroll. She's a businesswoman, and I've known her for a few years. I won't go, maybe only that many years I have known her. And she's a business owner. She's also the first woman to be on the Lee University board. So we're going to talk about what it's like in today's world as a businesswoman. You know, all things are not fair with you guys.
Oh, if you say so, yes. I'll go with that. I won't argue with you.
Taught him well. He knows when to say yes to mother, doesn't he? But anyway, don't turn the dial. Stay tuned. You're going to hear these ladies in a little while. But you had a great experience over the weekend.
Oh, yeah. We took the kids to their first UT game over the weekend, and they played Akron, so they did win. They did a good job, and the kids had a blast. It was a lot of fun.
And your 4-year-old?
Oliver had a wonderful time. He yelled for the team. He had to have some of the little shakers there when we got there. And we got to go see some good friends of ours. Their daughter cheers for UT.
Molly?
Molly does. So we got to see her at I think they call it the walk, when the players all come down and the cheerleaders come out and everything as they're walking into the stadium, which was it was a lot of fun. If you get a chance to go and experience it, it's a lot of fun. Now, that was our first time. I've been once in my life, and then my wife, Glenda, had been once, so we got to go and take the kids for their first time. So we'll probably be going back. It was a lot of fun. So.
Well, I'm sure. I was concerned about you taking Oliver at 4 years old.
Oh, he had a blast. It was a lot of fun. So
did you eat the whole time you were there?
Pretty much, yes. They have good chili. They have, is it Petros, I think, chili? It's a chili concoction. It was wonderful, and all kinds of good food.
Well, that's great. Yes. And then you did a little bit of tailgating.
Yeah. We had some friends. They had tailgating there, and we got to sit out with them, and never been tailgating before. Got to experience that. That was a lot of fun.
I know.
And see everybody there.
Are you trying to say that your parents never took you to anything when you were growing
up? No, we went to things, just not football games. So
sports was not our thing, was it?
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. But once you get there, even if you don't watch football, when you get there, it's a lot of fun. You you just get wrapped up in it.
And everybody has on orange.
Yes. It was hard to pick us out. Our friends was looking for us, and I said, we're the ones in the orange shirt, but she still couldn't find us.
Well, I was in Atlanta, and at the hotel where we were staying, the Vandy team was there from Vanderbilt. Yes. And we were very cordial with them, except we told them we were really for UT, you know, and they understood. Some of our ladies tried to get on their bus. They refused, wouldn't let us get on the bus. But anyway, it was nice having them, and they were quite a gentleman. All of them were very, very nice, and it was kind of nice to have them there at the hotel with us.
One thing one thing we enjoyed, the halftime when the band played, was incredible. I give them credit. We really enjoyed that, the way they do things on the band and how they make the UT symbol and everything with the band was wonderful. And the Ooltewah High School band was there playing.
Oh, how nice.
So they got to play that, a very good band.
Well,
so,
that's great.
Yeah, just Ooltewah right down the road. So, they were there playing that night and got to play with the UT band. And quite an honor, they had a Grammy Award-winning violinist that played with them. And so it was quite a show.
Well, and of course, I'm sure that you didn't know this, or you knew it, but we'd probably forgotten that your father played the tuba in the UT band many years ago.
I remember that, and I saw that when the two players came by. I thought about that.
So, yeah. And not only that, he was the first tuba player for Bradley High School. Now, that's been a few years ago, but they bought a tuba, and he took the tuba and was the tuba player. In fact, won a scholarship to the Air Force Academy to be in the band and turned it down to go into engineering. So he was musically inclined. Did you get any of that?
I don't think I got that gene. No, no, that one skipped a generation.
Did that one skip? I think
yes.
maybe Alex, your son.
Yeah, the Madeline. I think they may have picked up those
some
genes.
talent.
So.
Yeah, they've picked up some musical talent.
Oliver danced while he was there. He may have gotten it also. He was dancing at the game.
You think he may be one of the UT dancers later?
I hope not. Hope not. No.
Maybe a player, right?
Yeah.
He likes that contact sport.
Oh yes, he does.
Ask the brother and the sister; they will tell you he likes the contact.
He likes contact sports.
He does, and they'll say, "Nana, don't buy him anything that he can hit us with." So I try to buy really soft things,
yes.
and things that he can't hurt anyone with. Yeah. He enjoys that.
He wants to be a boxer. He told me yesterday that he wanted a boxing ring and everything there at the house. So we haven't set that up yet.
I know. I went in the other morning to see him, and there he was in his underwear and no shirt. And I said, "Where are your clothes?" He said, "Well, I'm a boxer, and they don't wear shirts."
That's right.
So I guess that's part of it. But anyway, he's doing well in school, and we probably are going to get past that.
Oh, yeah.
I think you wanted to be a garbage collector. I think you wanted to be a fireman and all these things. So that's the way children are. And I'm sure if you're sitting at home watching this morning and you have small children, they're involved in something like that also. They're pretending to be
what they want to be.
Fireman, a policeman, I don't know what fascinates them. I guess it's the truck. With picking up the trash. They love it. You know, it's one of those special things. That truck is so large. But anyway, we're going to leave that subject and go into real estate. Yeah. Chris and I both sell real estate, and we want to talk to you about just a few listings we have. We don't have any pictures for you today because we've got a lot of other things we want to do.
But you know what? You can come by the website and see the pictures. We've got the virtual tours up there and things, so that's the best place to see it.
Absolutely. Tell them how to get there.
You go to www.chrisfreekw.com, and the virtual tours are up there. All those things are there. You can go to chriskfree.com. And that leads you to them also. That's the best way to see them. I mean, you can see a quick picture go by, but when you go to the website and get to watch the virtual tour and see the home, that's what really makes it special.
It's like you're there. It's like you're walking through it right in person and there and see what it's like. And we do have a lot of listings. We carry 40, 50 listings most all the time. So we're just going to talk about a few of them, and I think we have a new listing on Mahan Gap Road.
Yes.
And that's in Hamilton County, down close, if you know where Countryside Restaurant is, it's just up the street from there.
So you don't even have to cook. You can just go there.
I know, you can go down there and eat.
That's the nice part about that one.
But it's a beautiful home, $595,000. It's on 3.5 acres of land, and it has close to 5,000 square feet. It's a beautiful, beautiful home. 3-car garage, granite countertops, huge bathrooms, and hardwood floors, 20-foot ceiling in the living area and also the foyer, and it is not vaulted. It is 20-foot ceilings. Absolutely beautiful.
It is, and the properties are all fenced around. You've got an electric gate at the front.
That's right.
When you come in, so it's really nice.
It is, and so if you see that or you're interested in something like that, hey, doctors might like it for a doctor's office or an attorney for an attorney's office. It can be that. Also, you can have horses, so that does well. Also, we have a bed and breakfast in Pinhook. That's in Polk County, but it's on Pinhook Road, and it is a super nice, it's an old house. It's one of the oldest homes in Polk County, but extremely nice.
I think 1843 was the date that was.
I'm sorry?
1843.
1843 it was built.
Yes.
And they have some documentation that takes you back there and what else happened on that property. But it's over 3 acres, and it is a profit-making business. So if you're interested in a small business that you'd like to run and a bed and breakfast, that's a great one. Or if you just want to use it as your home and your residence, it will work for that also. And then we have Hollybrook.
Hollybrook.
You talk about Hollybrook.
Hollybrook's a great house. It's really cute. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. And it's priced at $107,500, and it's got nice floors, a lot of nice updates to the property.
Extremely clean.
Extremely clean. You've got a fenced-in backyard, and it's in a nice, quiet neighborhood setting, and just a really nice house. It's a great starter home or a small family to get started with, and it's in a great location, easy to get to places. So it's really nice.
It'd also be great for Lee students. If the parent's looking for a house for their Lee student, it would be a great house for that, and then you can rent it to the other girls and pay the payments. Hey, it doesn't get much better than that. So we have that. We have Kyle Lake Road, and that has 10 acres, cleared, flat, has barn, has another double car garage with 3 horse stall in that, 3 horse stalls.
Yes,
I guess
and a
what
nice
we
barn
say.
with nice stalls in it.
Yeah,
yes,
and it's
a
completely
tack room.
fenced.
Yes,
and 2 ponds. One that's year-round water, and the other is just summer water or winter fall water.
Yes.
But anyway, we have a lot of properties. A new listing on Pine Drive, 144.9. It's an extremely nice home. When you go in, you will like it. Has a lot of little amenities to it, and it's a brand new listing, so you might want to go online. And you can go on a lot of different websites, but go to our website and you'll make sure that you get it. There's KW website, there's Realtor.com, there's Trulia.
All of those
Zillow,
have, yeah.
all
Zillow,
of those have it on there. It's on many, and then also Chris will put it on Craigslist. He also will do Facebook and also YouTube.
And Twitter,
so,
and all of that.
And Twitter, yeah. So the thing about it is, everyone goes to the web today to buy real estate, and that's where you need. If you're not techie enough to go there, start learning, because that's where most people go and look for real estate anymore. Printed paper, the newspaper and the real estate book, they go there also, but most of your younger people are going to the web. So we do a lot of that. If you're wanting to list a house, call Chris, call myself, or if you're ready to buy, give us a call, 718-6967.
And 423-961-8095. I got it right, no stuttering at all today.
I know, you're doing good.
I'm doing good.
But we want to be your real estate agent. We want to serve you, so give us a call. And we're going to go to a break, and we'll be right back with our first guest, Candace Natola, and you won't want to miss her.
Great local sports right here on WTNB East Tennessee Television. Keep up to date on all your Walker Valley sports news Wednesdays with the Walker Valley Sports Zone. Get a behind-the-scenes look at all the local high school area football with the pregame Thursdays at 10. And it's a Friday night tradition. Football Friday, every Friday night at 11 o'clock, right here on WTNB East Tennessee Television.
Kyle Motors, 802 20th Street Southeast in Cleveland, is the place to find quality pre-owned cars and trucks. Kyle offers on-the-spot financing on all vehicles on the lot. Each pre-owned vehicle goes through a complete inspection to make sure each car and truck meets the Kyle Motors standard. Warranty and extended warranties available on all vehicles. Kyle Motors will sell you a car or truck that you will be proud to drive for many years to come. See Tony, Bill, Dale, James, or David and let them put you in your next quality pre-owned vehicle. Kyle Motors, 802 20th Street Southeast. Phone 790-7100.
At Crawford Pharmacy, we offer custom compounding. Our pharmacists are known for their attention to detail and unique expertise. So visit us at 2260 Chambliss Avenue, Cleveland, Tennessee. For personal assistance, walk right in or come up to our convenient drive-thru. Crawford Pharmacy, serving our community one person at a time.
Has your disability application been denied? Are you frustrated with the administration's processing of your claim? Do you feel as though the administration simply does not understand why you cannot work? You're not alone. My name is Matthew Coleman, and I'm an attorney representative. I find that many of my clients share these concerns and others. As a representative, it's my job to communicate your claim to the administration in a language that they can understand. As an attorney, it's my duty to fight for the disability benefits that you deserve. Come talk to me. The Social Security Law Center at Logan Thompson, PC.
Featuring some of the South's most scenic views, the Mountain View Inn has been a landmark in the Cleveland community for over 40 years. Our executive guest quarters with flat screen TVs and excellent bedding will make any guest comfortable. Carrie's Restaurant is one of Cleveland's favorite, with one of the best buffets around.
Hello, and on behalf of the Hughes family, thank you for so many years of your business and your friendship.
Americana, where trucks are big and bold, and a handshake is firm, and your word is gold. Don Ledford Chevy Buick GMC in Athens is a $2,000 drive. Maybe you're coming from here or here, doesn't matter. Buying a truck from Don Ledford in Athens will save you at least $2,000 bucks. Don Ledford Chevy Buick GMC in Athens, a $2,000 drive worth making.
I'll take that drive every time.
And my guest that I have with me right now is Candace Natola.
Hello.
And welcome, Candace.
Thank you.
What a pleasure to have you today.
Well, it's great to be here. Thank you so much.
I know, and you're the new team leader at Keller Williams.
I am. I'm the new team leader at Keller Williams, so I get to do coaching and consulting and training.
Are you kind of my boss?
I'm kind of your boss. I mean, I hate to bring it up, but but I love it because I have the best agents I get to work with. Very open-minded, fun, hardworking people.
You know how hard it is for an old woman like me to work for somebody as young as you?
You know how hard it is for me to be by somebody who coached Miss America?
No. But I just appreciate you taking the time to come today. And we're going to talk about real estate in general, not about Keller Williams, but just real estate all over, and especially this area we want to talk about. There are so many changes from day to day, and Candace, you just came back from a great mega camp, I think it's called, and so I'm sure you have some new information for us also. But let's talk about River County.
River County.
And Bradley County.
Absolutely.
And the surrounding area.
Well, focusing on Bradley County, we have, I have the second quarter statistics. So far we've had 259 homes that have sold just in our second quarter. So that's April to June. And that was an average days on market of about 144 days. So Bradley County is booming. We're changing. We're in a shifting market right now. From 2012 as opposed to 2011, we have less inventory. So if you know about supply and demand, it's a shifting market. We're going from what was a heavy buyer's market where there was a lot of inventory and you could negotiate a little bit more wiggle room, to shifting into that seller's market where there's less inventory, and that's really good for the economy. It's really good all around for Bradley County. So we're excited for where the market's going.
Well, of course, I get excited about it because that means I can buy groceries and pay my utility bill, right?
Absolutely.
It helps us all. Helps the economy so much also with more sales. And that $141,000 is the average, but that takes in anywhere from 30,000 up to $1 million.
That's going to take in the foreclosures, REOs, all the way up to the higher end properties. So that's what that 141 is going to be.
Yeah, and days on the market, it takes a little longer for most houses over what, 250,000?
Yeah, we're typically seeing houses over 250,000 very rarely are going to be selling. You might get about 10 sales throughout that year. So you really have to work with your realtor to do a market analysis to make sure that your home is priced competitively. Really listen to the advice of a professional when it comes to this, because we all go to our jobs every day and we professionally do what we do. So sometimes we have to sit back and let a realtor professionally do what they do, and that is to get your home sold. So you really need to look at market conditions and where it's at. If prices are rising or falling, if inventory is rising or falling, and they know that. They should be up to date with that information every single day, checking it out so that they can sell your home.
Well, I find that there are more and more larger homes or in the higher end homes coming on the market now, and I think my personal opinion is that it's because we have more people moving in, we have a lot more people looking at higher end homes, so people feel like they may have a better chance at selling than they have had in the past.
And the average time frame people stay in their homes is 7 to 10 years, so there's some sort of major life event that happens within all of us in that time frame. So in that 7 to 10 years, you're going to have a birth of a new baby, or maybe you're downsizing, or maybe you have a job relocation. So we have to also look at how long people have been in their homes and if they're ready to make that kind of move in that time frame. So there are going to be some homes that are going to be listed because of job relocation opportunities, promotions. And then unfortunately there's some people that have to, you know, take a hit on their home and maybe go elsewhere and downsize as well.
I think that's one of the most difficult things to do is when the seller needs X amount of dollars, and you have to look at him and say, the numbers don't work.
The numbers don't match, and if they don't match, the buyer sees that too. And
they do. We all look at
mind.
the same information. So it's like, I can't fool you.
Right, and right now we're looking at about 136 days on market year to date. So we're coming down a little bit, which is good. We're making less days on market, less inventory, so it's really shifting. It'll be really interesting to see what happens in our community in the upcoming years, where we see that influx of opportunity and growth that we've heard about actually coming to a reality and seeing that take place. I'm very excited for that.
And the mortgage rates are so
record all-time low. I mean, that's something
very
very attractive. Investment properties are huge right now.
Yes.
If you are wanting to invest in real estate, which is the best form of investment you can have, it is the time now to invest, and it's the time to hold on to that property. So I know everyone's been really into those flip homes, and they're wanting to get in there and get a foreclosure and flip it for a price. But when you look at the cost of holding on to that home and renting it out throughout years and years, you're really investing into your future, into your children's future, and now is the time to do it with these all-time record lows. We have good prices on homes, and then the interest rates on those mortgages are just, you can't beat them.
I know I have an acquaintance that came into Florida when the housing market went down, and I believe, if I'm going to quote a number, and I think I'm pretty close, approximately 100 homes they bought.
Wow.
At ridiculous prices.
Right.
But they will rent them, and then when the market comes back up, they will sell them. So if you have the money to buy one home or two homes or whatever, it's a great investment.
Absolutely.
And there's people looking at them, and we have HUD homes. Sometimes they need repairs.
They're typically gonna need repairs when you walk into one of those homes.
That's right.
They're not gonna be move-in ready, so you really have to maybe put some initial dollars in up front, but what you can get as a result is astonishing. And what a better investment into your future and into your children's future than something that is not going to depreciate in value, or the stock market, which you have no control over. You do have control over that housing market, so it'll be very, very interesting to see those properties go
I know.
up.
I just sold one in Harrison, Tennessee, and I think I mentioned it to you, for $158,000. The tax record on it was $250,000 appraised value, and it was because it was someone, of course, was unfortunate and lost the house.
Right.
And my buyers were first-time home buyers, and so they got in the house without anything down.
Yeah.
And it really worked out great for them. They've got a great investment. Once they get a few things repaired that needed to be redone, they have a wonderful equity in their house to begin with. So if they're looking out there, what else have you learned, and what do you have there for me?
Well, what we have here is for the other counties. Bradley County right now is our strongest county that we're holding on to. It's going to have the strongest market value. Some of the other ones that we have are McMinn County. Well, let's go back to Polk County for that second quarter as well. Only 21 homes have sold in Polk County for that second quarter, and that's at an average sale price of $97,000. So that's going to be an area that we need to keep an eye on, see if there's going to be some movement now that we have this shifting market. McMinn County, 83 homes have sold with an average sold price of $92,000. I'm sorry, I wish I memorized all these numbers. I am not a numbers person, so I'm going to have my little cheat sheet.
That's okay.
Meigs County, 10 homes have sold with $220,920 being their average sold price. It's probably going to be mostly from that river property.
What was the average price?
$220,000.
Okay, I have a farm that I'm getting ready to list up there, and it's going to be around $3 to $350, but it's 86 acres. So if anyone's interested in a farm, let me know. The house is going to need some work, but it's a good solid house. They just stripped it.
Yeah.
So it will need some work, but it's a great piece of property. It's at the corner of 305 and 68 Highway. So I'll just give you that information right now, but it's in the process of being listed. It's a Shriners Hospital investment or inheritance, and so it takes a little while for us to get it on the market.
Wow, what a great property.
I know.
That's wonderful.
It's absolutely great for hunting. The people there love to hunt. It has a great lake on it for fishing.
Wow.
So
that's where most of that property is going to come from, and that's
Yes.
why their average sales price is going to be a little bit higher than other areas. And then we also have, for Bledsoe County, we have 4 have sold in that second quarter that we've just come out of, and that's an average sales price of about $30,000. So Bradley County is our strongest right now when it comes to our River County areas. But really what we need to look at is if you are looking to invest or looking to buy in this shifting market, now is the time. Now is the time to buy before it really becomes a seller-dominated where they have most of the control. Try to go in there. The way we had it a few years ago, exactly, that we're coming out of.
What we're all waiting for again, right?
Yes, exactly. So now is a good time to buy if you're looking at buying. I would really recommend it being soon before that market shifts and the inventory drastically decreases so that you have some wiggle room with your negotiations and that you can sit down with your realtor and make some contracts and offers and get that sold. So now is the time
to do that.
To do it, absolutely.
Well, Candace, I appreciate you coming in today, and
Thank you.
all the numbers you've given us. We hear them,
Yes.
but other people don't, and that's what they want to know about. Where are we? And that's some of the first questions they ask, and I think you've answered a lot of those questions for them today.
So.
Well, I'm sure that you have, and thank you so much for being here.
Absolutely,
I
thank you.
appreciate it so very kindly, and I like working for you. It's a pleasure.
It's a pleasure for me. The pleasure's all mine, Kay.
No, it's mine. But anyway, Chris will talk again. He does have a microphone.
You guys were talking good, so I'm just letting it go. That was good.
Listen, we're going to take a break. Don't go away. We'll be back with Pat Carroll in just a moment.
Town Americana, where trucks are big and bold, and a handshake is firm, and your word is gold. Don Ledford Chevy Buick GMC in Athens is a $2,000 drive. Maybe you're coming from here or here, doesn't matter. Buying a truck from Don Ledford in Athens will save you at least $2,000 bucks. Don Ledford Chevy Buick GMC in Athens, a $2,000 drive worth making.
I'll take that drive every time.
Hello, I'm Bill Odom.
Hi, and I'm Tammy Odom.
We want to invite you to join us on Joyous Living Today for interviews, testimonies, and gospel music by special guests and Dixie Sunshine.
Right here on WTNB, Sundays at 4 p.m. and Tuesdays at 7:30 p.m. You don't want to miss it.
Jesus, Jesus, the light of the world.
Featuring some of the South's most scenic views, the Mountain View Inn has been a landmark in the Cleveland community for over 40 years. Our executive guest quarters with flat screen TVs and excellent bedding will make any guest comfortable. Carrie's Restaurant is one of Cleveland's favorite, with one of the best buffets around.
Hello, and on behalf of the Hughes family, thank you for so many years of your business and your friendship.
Has your disability application been denied? Are you frustrated with the administration's processing of your claim? Do you feel as though the administration simply does not understand why you cannot work? You're not alone. My name is Matthew Coleman, and I'm an attorney representative. I find that many of my clients share these concerns and others. As a representative, it's my job to communicate your claim to the administration in a language that they can understand. As an attorney, it's my duty to fight for the disability benefits that you deserve. Come talk to me. The Social Security Law Center at Logan Thompson, PC.
At Crawford Pharmacy, we offer custom compounding. Our pharmacists are known for their attention to detail and unique expertise. So visit us at 2260 Chambliss Avenue, Cleveland, Tennessee. For personal assistance, walk right in or come up to our convenient drive-thru. Crawford Pharmacy, serving our community one person at a time.
Kyle Motors, 802 20th Street Southeast in Cleveland, is the place to find quality pre-owned cars and trucks. Kyle offers on-the-spot financing on all vehicles on the lot. Each pre-owned vehicle goes through a complete inspection to make sure each car and truck meets the Kyle Motors standard. Warranty and extended warranties available on all vehicles. Kyle Motors will sell you a car or truck that you will be proud to drive for many years to come. See Tony, Bill, Dale, James, or David and let them put you in your next quality pre-owned vehicle. Kyle Motors, 802 20th Street Southeast. Phone 790-7100.
Hey, and welcome back to Tennessee this morning. And here we go with our next guest, Pat Carroll. And I asked Pat to come on the show today because she has been a businesswoman for some years, and I want to know what's going on with women in business, how the difference between when she started and back in the 70s, 60s?
60s.
In the 60s, and up to today, and what changes have been made. Also, I will just say up front, she is from Florida right now, but she has lived in Cleveland, and she and her husband built the Baymont Hotel when it was first built here in town, and also were part of owners in WCLE Radio for a long time.
Yes.
So I met her at Lee University in 1959. We've been friends all of those years, and I feel like we have enough to talk about in personal and business together. Our children have grown up together, and I just think she has a lot to say. Also, she's the first lady to ever be appointed to the Lee University Board. I think that's quite an honor for her. And I think, Pat, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
And what a privilege it is to have you.
Thank you.
I say that very sincerely.
Yeah.
And tell us about how you got started in business.
Well, we started with our first hotel. Actually, Jim started with a service station there in Cincinnati. And then we built a small hotel, 20 units behind that service station. Boy, it takes a long time to go through all of the different steps, but we had friends that built a hotel next door to us that actually hired me to manage that hotel. It was quadruple the size that we had built from that little 20 unit. And then my sisters and I built a hotel out near Kings Island. Everything was sort of in the Kings Island market. And then the gentleman who built the hotel next door, which is now called Janus Hotels, they're very big, went into business with us, or we joined each other, and we just started to grow. I think we ended up with about 7 hotels in Cincinnati, and then we spread out over the years to, we were in 8 different states, and I think totally we had about 20 hotels, not all at one time. I think we had 12 was the most at one time, and that was enough because I was director of operations and I was responsible for 1,500 employees and traveling about 3 to 4 days every week almost during that time. And of course we were in Florida, which we've ended up in Florida now. We have come down to 2 hotels, a marina right now, and but we've had some great time in Cleveland, Tennessee. I attended Lee, of course, as you said, and which I think is the greatest university on earth, and it's just been an honor to be on their board since 2000. Just some unbelievable things. Anyone that lives here knows that it's just a great campus, a great president there, and all of the staff and the professors are just really committed, and many students coming out of there are just so proud of all of them, you know.
Just like the one that was just on the program.
Yes,
Candace is a graduate of Lee University.
And I was telling her she was just a natural on here.
Yes.
But
don't say too much, she may take my job.
Oh, no. But, you know, I think that's one thing that Lee implants in you is to really to inspire you to know who you are and what you're about and to be able to present that. And as you're talking about with business women, that's so important to know exactly what you're about and what your goals are in life, and to strive to be the best that you can be.
Can we go back just a moment,
Sure.
Pat? In today's society, the young people are so, they want what we have, what we have worked for. They want to start off where the parents are. Did you start off like that, or what happened in that first hotel or that first motel you bought? Did you have employees to do all the jobs?
No.
Tell us about that.
We did it all. That 20 units, number one, I tell my kids love to hear because we couldn't even afford laundry equipment. So every night we would strip the beds and we would go to the laundromat and fill up all the washers and dryers. My kids hated it. We had a van. And we would take that laundry and until we could afford to get laundry equipment. I tell that to our employees today and they're like, really? They don't believe you, you know. But whenever you grow up with it, and that's exactly what we did, you just understand it more, you know. And
the pride that comes with it, but the fact that you have put the man hours in.
Well, and the other part of it is too, I even tell the housekeepers sometimes, don't try to snow me because I've done everything that you do. I know exactly how to do it. I know how long it takes, and I know what it takes to get it done. But they appreciate that whenever they really know it. They know that you care, and we really do care. We've always cared about every one of them, every employee in the business. I think that's part of, you know, what's made us successful is that we've cared about the people. You know, in today's market, a lot of times in management, they'll tell you don't keep anyone more than 2 years, 3 years, because you're going to have to pay them more money, they're going to have more benefits, blah, blah, blah. And I understand that, but right now we have one that's worked for us 30 years. We have, I don't even know, we just had a luncheon. I think there was 6 or 7 that had been over 25 years. And I think that's wonderful.
It is.
You know something, they would do anything for us, and we would do anything for them. And you don't see that a lot today.
And you have done a lot for them.
We have.
I've been around when you found them a place to live. You helped them get a car.
Whatever.
Groceries, whatever it is they need. They're your employees. They're like your family.
Right.
And I think the other interesting thing is that how many of your family members have worked for you.
Oh, yes.
Over the years.
Yeah.
And her sister's in the studio with us today, and she worked as manager for the hotel until she retired. And I don't know how many years did Loretta work? Did we?
16
there. Down in Florida. And plus she was in Ohio and did some others. But that just shows what kind of business she is. Tell me some of the difficulties you've had as a woman going in a man's world and doing the things that you had to do in the business.
Well, I don't think I'm exactly the one to ask that because I was the youngest of our family of 4 girls. And my dad he wanted a boy so bad that he did everything he could to, you know, he was in business. And so he sewed into me business. And I grew up with that. So I have never been intimidated by men. And I've always just done my job to the best of my ability, you know, and done exactly what I'd say I would do. And I think that's the thing that elevates you. Even today, I don't care what they teach you. But I think integrity and your word is 2 of the most important things that you can do in business. I don't care if you're male or female, but especially, you know, the females that seem to have a problem. Although we're learning more and more now in management that there's more women almost than men, and it's an important factor, you know, that you have. And so anyway, I grew up. There were times, you know, that men would want to power over you, but it just didn't work with me. I don't know. I'm sorry. I've never been afraid of them. You know, because I think, you know, because I knew where I was going, just like I said, and I knew what I was about,
And you knew what you were doing.
Yes. And even, you know, we had partners, you know, from Janus Hotels, the Beck brothers, and they simply, I think they recognized, you know, what both Jim and I were about at that time. And they just appreciated it, and we just all worked together and were very successful in what we did. Everybody had their responsibilities. You didn't step on anybody. That's the other thing, is whenever, even with men, you know, with men and women, when you know someone else has a responsibility, you don't step on their toes, or you don't do something that you shouldn't be doing that would cause them to want to come back at you. And I think that happens. I see it a lot of times. And whenever, as management, especially as director of operations, when I had it, and I would just stop it right where it was, and I would call both parties in, and we're just going to discuss this right here and now and find out what's the problem, and we're going to solve it today, and it's over, instead of just letting things go on and on and on. That's a mistake.
Handle it today. That's
Yes.
like you've always taught me.
Yeah.
Approach it today and get it over with.
Yeah.
Is that the way it is, Chris?
That's the way you have to handle things.
Does Mother do that to you?
Well, you can. That's fine. Over the years, that's fine. But you were talking one thing about delivering what you say you're going to do, and that's a big thing is when you're going up in business, men or women, to be able to, if you say you're going to do something, you do it, and you move on, and that really shows that you're confident about what you're doing. And like you said, you grew up not having that instilled in you to be afraid of men or in business or anything like that, which really makes a difference. Growing up with that, you get to hear that, and you weren't told any different.
Right. You know, something to go back to is when someone applies for a job, I don't think people, a lot of times, they think that their resumes, if they can make them, you know, something that they're really not, is a mistake, in my opinion. Be exactly what you say you are. There's nothing more disappointing to me than to hire someone that their resume said that they had responsibilities, or they were, you know, excelled in this, that, and the other, and you find out they don't even know the beginning.
And that happens.
It happens
frequently.
And it's terrible, because then you have to start over, or else you let them go. And again, go back to exactly be honest about it, and say, or maybe say, this is my goal. I want to do this. And then people will have, you know, have the option to hire you, to teach you to do that, or to get you the instruments that you need to be able to produce that. But it's so important to be honest.
To be honest with you. They told us years ago in hiring people that we should watch them as they walk in and walk out. If they're very slow and it takes them a little while to move, you don't want them. They're slow people. Watch the step. If they walk with a brisk, and their shoulders back, it's self-confidence, and they know what they're doing. But there's just certain things about people and characteristics that you look at, and you know right away, yeah, they have it or they don't have it, according to what kind of job that they're applying for. Of course, you don't want one that's so fast. If she's working at the desk, you want to be able to count the numbers and get them correctly, you know. But you have to watch that. And I remember you telling me years ago, and I've heard it over and over, that your father took you to the banks when you were so tiny you had to crawl up in the chair to sit down. Is that correct?
I can remember being in the president's office, and therefore, you know, it was normal for you to go to the and, you know, downtown Cincinnati with the skyscrapers and all of that was. Someone said to me, you know, that's sort of intimidating, isn't it, with all of those big buildings? I'm like, no. You know, if you grow up with it especially. But my dad did take me. I can remember that, and made me feel really good, you know. And as I think back about it, he was instilling in me, you know, everything. Even he had a drilling company, and they did all kinds of drilling. Any kinds you could think of, but he would take me out on the job site too and say, put these gloves on and I want you to experience this, you know, into the ground, you know. And he knew so much, and I just appreciate knowing that I had all of that information. And all of my sisters worked for us. After we'd been in business together, you know, then some of them sold out, but all of them came back to work for me. And that was just wonderful. My one sister worked 27 years just in accounting.
That's Mildred. You have to meet Mildred. But right now we have to go to a break, and we'll be right back with some more of the success story and some announcements we need to make.
Town and Americana, where trucks are big and bold, and a handshake is firm, and your word is gold. Don Ledford Chevy Buick GMC in Athens is a $2,000 drive. Maybe you're coming from here or here, doesn't matter. Buying a truck from Don Ledford in Athens will save you at least $2,000 bucks. Don Ledford Chevy Buick GMC in Athens, a $2,000 drive worth making.
I'll take that drive every time.
Hello, I'm Bill Odom.
Hi, and I'm Tammy Odom.
We want to invite you to join us on Joyous Living Today for interviews, testimonies, and gospel music by special guests and Dixie Sunshine.
Right here on WTNB, Sundays at 4 p.m. and Tuesdays at 7:30 p.m. You don't want to miss it.
Jesus, Jesus, the light of the world.
Featuring some of the South's most scenic views, the Mountain View Inn has been a landmark in the Cleveland community for over 40 years. Our executive guest quarters with flat-screen TVs and excellent bedding will make any guest comfortable. Carrie's Restaurant is one of Cleveland's favorite, with one of the best buffets around.
Hello, and on behalf of the Hughes family, thank you for so many years of your business and your friendship.
Has your disability application been denied? Are you frustrated with the administration's processing of your claim? Do you feel as though the administration simply does not understand why you cannot work? You're not alone. My name is Matthew Coleman, and I'm an attorney representative. I find that many of my clients share these concerns and others. As a representative, it's my job to communicate your claim to the administration in a language that they can understand. As an attorney, it's my duty to fight for the disability benefits that you deserve. Come talk to me. The Social Security Law Center at Logan Thompson, PC.
At Crawford Pharmacy, we offer custom compounding. Our pharmacists are known for their attention to detail and unique expertise. So visit us at 2260 Chambliss Avenue, Cleveland, Tennessee. For personal assistance, walk right in or come up to our convenient drive-thru. Crawford Pharmacy, serving our community one person at a time.
Kyle Motors, 802 20th Street Southeast in Cleveland, is the place to find quality pre-owned cars and trucks. Kyle offers on-the-spot financing on all vehicles on the lot. Each pre-owned vehicle goes through a complete inspection to make sure each car and truck meets the Kyle Motors standard. Warranty and extended warranties available on all vehicles. Kyle Motors will sell you a car or truck that you will be proud to drive for many years to come. See Tony, Bill, Dale, James, or David and let them put you in your next quality pre-owned vehicle. Kyle Motors, 802 20th Street Southeast. Phone 790-7100.
Hi, and welcome back. And we're talking with Pat Carroll, and a businesswoman, and she's been telling us about how she got started, things that have happened along the way, and where we've gone, where she's gone, and now we're back to talk about it. And she's in Florida, and we're going to talk about the hotel that she has on Sanibel Island. And Chris, you just went there, right?
Yes, we were there last month. Was it last month? Yes, in August, first part. Well,
did your children enjoy it?
They had a great time. It was wonderful. The
beach
is wonderful.
Did they find shells?
They found all kinds of seashells. It's beautiful for that. And they're world known for their seashells on Sanibel and Captiva, that area. And we had a blast. The beaches were wonderful. The weather was just unbelievable. And just one of the best places on earth to go to. It really is. And while we were there were a lot of people from overseas there. I mean, they come from all over the world to go down there. It is absolutely beautiful.
Pat, tell us about Sanibel.
Well, we bought it in 1980, so we've been there quite a while. Seen a lot of changes, and now still seeing a lot of changes. But it is world renowned. There's only one other beach supposedly in the world, and it's in South Africa. And people that come sometimes, especially if there's been a storm, you'll see them with their flashlights out before the sun comes up.
For
because
shells.
They're trying to find those shells, yes. And they are gorgeous. This last storm that came through, I know we sent an email to so many people because it was the most shells we've ever seen in all that time.
It was absolutely covered.
It was covered with shells. It was very unusual. At the Blind Pass, which is where Sanibel and Captiva connect, it's just solid shells as far down as you can go. But and we get some shells. We get shells, you know, all the time. But this, I don't know. I'm sure it was the wind. And then again, as they say, the current under the water, you know, is what deposits it. And but we enjoyed it. It was beautiful. And it ended up, I understand, on all kinds of sites, and you know, everybody, we got all kinds of comments back from it. But it's just a gorgeous place. You know, it's been kept, you know, you can't build more than so much and so many acres. I mean, it's just like the greatest place to have a business, really. And it's just not going to be overgrown. There's no traffic lights. There's bike path, like 30 miles of bike paths, I believe.
And no franchise.
No.
Except your Holiday Inn, and is there a Dairy Queen?
There's a Dairy Queen.
And other than that, there's no other franchise names on the island, and no billboards.
No billboards. And so, no commercial signs. You have to have a sign that's approved by the island, and they're small and maybe directional, and that's just about it. I don't know. It's just a great place to be. It is.
It's a very peaceful place. If you're wanting to take a vacation, and we have a lot of people from here in Cleveland that have homes in Fort Myers, which is right close to Sanibel, right there. And if you go down and go shopping, you probably will run into someone that you know. I have many times gone in one of the stores and there's someone from here in Cleveland, and you don't expect them, but a lot of people have homes there. And it's a lovely place. And also you have Best Western on the river.
Yes.
And it's a beautiful, beautiful view. You look from the hotel across the river to the skyline. And it is absolutely gorgeous.
Sunrise and sunset.
Yes.
It's the Intercontinental. It's actually, you know, where all the boats go from our area over to the other ocean, you know, all the way through. Goes all the way through, right through that Caloosahatchee River. So it's beautiful too.
It is. It's a beautiful place.
And then we have a marina too that sits right at Fort Myers Beach,
with the restaurant right on the water.
Yes, Doc Ford's restaurant. There's one of those also on Sanibel, and excellent seafood. Of course, seafood there is phenomenal because the shrimp boats are right in front of this marina that we have. That's where they dock, and
so the shrimp's brought in every day.
Yes, fresh every day.
I know. Yeah. I'm getting hungry now.
I'm ready to go home, yeah.
I'm ready for lunch already, you know? Yeah. We hardly had coffee, and here we are ready for lunch. But, and then Lee, I met Pat at Lee in 1959, like I said. Our families have grown up together. And I've been around a lot of times with the hotel business and watching her work and watching what's going on and redecorating and buying new and the landscaping. And I'm telling you, one time I went to her house just to rest, okay? And we get there, and she said, let's just get in the pool. And I said, okay. Now, when I go to rest, I rest. And she came out in the pool with a scrub brush and all, and she's in there cleaning the pool. And I'm thinking, I thought we were on vacation to rest. But she never stops. That's the way it goes until a few weeks ago. And she did stop for just a little while and had a very serious illness, and we didn't think she was going to make it. And how many hits came to you that they were praying for you on Facebook?
Over 5,000.
5,000 hits on Facebook, people saying that they had her on their mind and praying for her. And here she is today, and healthy and ready to travel on and do business. And it's awesome what God does and how our lives make full circles.
Right.
And when you're young, find someone that you really connect with and your friends. And if you're true friends, it will last throughout your lifetime. We know the good, the bad, the ugly, and the pretty, and all the rest of it. But you're still friends, and that's what's so awesome about Pat and our family, and with our children and all. We all interact so much, and it's always the same, isn't it?
Always. It's really more like you become family.
I know.
Yeah, because you're there for each other, and my sisters feel like your family, and we've just enjoyed.
We just bring the whole family in.
Yeah,
we do. We've just all integrated here, and we, although we don't live in the same city, we still have the same ideas and plans and talk and get excited about everything that they do. If they cry, we cry. If they laugh, we laugh. And that's what life is all about. I have a couple of announcements to make. One is that the fashion show that I had Michelle McCulley on for Mercy Door that will sponsor at the Dixon Center Saturday from 11 till about 1 or 2. And you will enjoy that fashion show, and I'm sure they probably have some more tickets left. They're $15 a ticket. You can get it at headquarters, and there may be some at the door, I'm not sure. But don't forget that, because it's for a great cause. It's for children that are in need of housing and in need of support, and that's what the money goes for. Also, don't forget to contact Chris or myself if you are in need of real estate help. We're there to serve you, even if you're buying or if you're selling. We want to work for you. We request that you call us, and we will work for you. How about that? Chris, you want to give us our website? Give them our websites?
Yeah, the websites are www.chrisfreekw.com and kfree.com. You can go to those websites, watch the virtual tours. You can follow us on Facebook and Twitter, YouTube. We have all of those things up there. So all the different channels that you need to get with. And you can reach us on the phone also, 423-961-8095. And
mine is 718-6967. And let me say thank you again to Pat for being here. It's been a privilege to have you, and I've thoroughly enjoyed it. And I've heard the stories before, but I always get a thrill out of listening to them.
On the website, on Pat's website, for the hotel on Sanibel, follow their Facebook page. They always have wonderful pictures of the beach, things going on around the area, so you get a chance to see around that area. So they've got a great Facebook page. I follow
Maybe
it
she'll
myself.
hire you for PR.
Well, I watch it all the time, and I keep a check on what's going on down there. It's such a beautiful place. So.
Listen, it's been a thrill being with you this morning. Hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Enjoy this beautiful weather, and see you in the morning.
Bye-bye.